Connect with Elliot in the Morning on Twitter at EITM Online.
Bert Kreischer.
Elliot, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm much better now.
Wait, are you, first things first, are you wearing a halo?
No, I'm not wearing a halo.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that was my biggest concern. Tyler made it sound like they were fitting you for a halo.
No, I'm not wearing a halo. Oh, that never even crossed my mind that I might have to wear a halo. Any idea what kind of anxiety I'd have? Holy crap.
All right, so yesterday I get in, and all I'm hearing from Diane and Tyler is that you fell like God knows how far, and that you were like on a backboard with a neck collar on.
Yeah, well, I was rappelling off a 200-foot waterfall in Asheville, which I've done a million times. Maybe I've done it just the perfect amount of times to be too arrogant with how dangerous it is.
Wait a minute. How many times have you gone rappelling?
I've done rappelling a lot. I did a 250-foot rappel up Table Mountain in South Africa the other day.
The other day?
Like 2 weeks ago. So the thing is, you get. It's so funny. I was talking to this rock climbing expert, and he's like, I go, I love rappelling. He goes, that's the most dangerous part of the whole sport. He's like, that's the part we're afraid of the most. And I like an idiot, I was like, I guess I have more balls than these guys. 'Cause I love rappelling. These guys that go up and set leads, I guess I'm more man than them.
Hey, wait, can I hit pause for 1 second?
Sure.
When you were like, I know that you don't like flying, but do you have a fear of heights at all?
I have a terrible fear of heights.
Because when we went to
probably. What's that?
I was going to say when we went to South Africa, we went on top of Table Mountain. I can hear you at the hospital. I couldn't get anywhere close to the side of the mountain because I had such fear of the thing, of blowing off.
Oh yeah. I had a terrible fear being on the edge of Table Mountain with the winds whipping.
Yes.
And just waiting for your turn to rappel off. Dude, I'm like a basic cable Evel Knievel. I'm terrified of all that. But you do it, and you do it a couple times, and you start getting confident in your equipment and your ability and all this. Oh, just way overconfident, I think, was my problem.
So you're rappelling in North Carolina, and you're like, I got this. Please, I got more balls than these guys.
Yeah. I'm up 200 foot. I'm telling the guys, hey, man, don't worry about me. Give the instructions to the other ones. I'm not your worries. And I start going down, and I'm having a healthy respect for how high I am up. And then all of a sudden, like you go into this pool, this ice bath pool, and then you have to climb out of it and go into another rappel. And I get under a waterfall, and I swear to God, and I say this if I died, okay? I had an epiphanous moment in embracing all the gratitude and blessings that have been given to me. I sat under this waterfall, ice cold water overlooking this canyon, and I was like, I'm on an interview. I apologize, ma'am. Elliot in the Morning, he's pretty big in this area. I'm annoying everyone in line, Elliot. I am so sorry. If you guys tune in on iHeartRadio, you can listen to this. So, I feel like a leper right now. I'm pretty high on Vicodin, so I'm very comfortable.
Wait, so you're under this waterfall. You're having this moment of beauty where it's like, God's really blessed me. I've got so much in my life.
Yes, I'm literally out looking. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking, I can't wait to do this with my kids. The water's hitting me. It's ice cold. There's this moment when you get into water that's like 32 degrees below, or like 32 degrees, where it kind of freezes your head, and you have this like meditative moment. And I'm like, I'm loving it. That's when I got too arrogant, and I started like kind of kicking out to explore what I'm rappelling down. Next thing you know, I come back. I get back under the waterfall, and it flips me upside down. And at that moment, my rappel device was actually activated the direct opposite way. So like my hand was underneath my butt, but once I flipped upside down, my hand that's underneath my butt that was meant to stop me is now in go mode.
Yeah, right. So I was going to say, because I've rappelled once. If you flip yourself over and pull that rope, you're unlocking the brake. You're moving.
I unlocked the brake at about 15 feet and free fell 15 feet onto a rock cliff.
Oh,
like just hard. I mean, hard. How you doing? First class? Thank you. Thank you. I land harder than it was harder than when the bull hit me on Hurt Burt. It was knocked the wind out of me to the point where, you know how that you make that noise that I made that for literally 2.5 minutes. I could not get the wind. I just was by myself. There's no one around. I'm just doing it by myself, having complete insight, clarity in the fact that I do this as a joke on stage, that noise. And now I can't stop doing it by myself on a rock in a waterfall. Water's still hitting me. The epiphanous moment is almost mocking me, like splashing on my back going, I thought we liked this. And I literally was, I'm going to slide into the bathroom so I can finish this conversation.
Thank you.
How you doing? I'm 5F. Hey, would you want to switch? Okay. I'm 5F. Yeah, I hurt my back, so it's hard for me to get up. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I just need you to help me get to the bathroom every now and then. All right. That lady bit in more than she could chew. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm doing a radio interview. I'm just finishing it up in the latrine. So, is this better?
Yeah, much better. Much better.
Okay. So I'm laying there. I'm making this noise just, and I'm realizing there was a statement that was once told me on Bert the Conqueror. Like, I remember we were doing this concrete toboggan that was 300 pounds, and the people in front of me flipped, and the girl broke her femur, and the guy next to me who was running the event looked at me real casually and goes, huh, that's a game changer. And I heard this dude from Edmonton, Canada's voice in my head as I laid on the rock and thought immediately that I broke my back. I just heard him in my head going, huh, that's a game changer. and I laid there, and only one person saw me fall, so technically, the rest of the crew thinks I'm fine. I get down, and I can't tell you the amount of panic going through my head, like I broke my back. Like I'm at the bottom of this 210-foot ravine. I've got to rock climb my way out of there. There's no way of getting me out.
Right.
Like, I kept thinking about John Belushi and Continental Divide and them making some sort of ice sled for me and getting me out. But there was so I had to rock climb my way out with my back is just destroyed. And I had these two young kids that could have run laps around me. I crawled on my hands and knees, got up to the top of the trailhead, and that's when Mountain Rescue came and paramedics and possibly did maybe the worst job of rescuing a human being you've ever seen in your entire life. I mean, honestly, if the Three Stooges could have done a much better job. They insisted that if you look at the picture, they insisted that I be in a neck brace on a backboard with my head locked in. But they forgot to bring the blocks to keep your head in.
Right.
So they used my shoes. My smelly shoes were next to my head in a neck. I couldn't move, and I could just smell my feet all around me. I was disgusted. And then they rode me on a four-wheeler through this trail that I'm just like bouncing around. It is so painful. At one point I went, and then they kept making a joke going, well, it's North Carolina. What do you expect? And I was like, I expected a tad bit more. But they got me into an ambulance. I refused the morphine at first, which I now consider a tactical error. And then got to the hospital. We did x-rays. I did not break my back. I did not break my ribs. I just massively contused all the muscles on the right side of my back.
So what do you have to do? Like, you're not still wearing a neck brace, are you?
No. I told them to take the neck brace off of me. They're like, it's procedure. I go, look, I'm 42 years old, okay? I'm the one paying for this. Take the neck brace off. And they're like, we need to do it, sir. I was like, my neck doesn't hurt. It's my back. And they're like, sir, did you lose consciousness? They ask the best part is they go, do you know what day of the week it is? And I was like, in my lifestyle, I have no idea. And they're like, they go, do you know where you are? And I looked at my producers. I was like, someone pass me a call sheet so I can answer all these questions.
Hollywood.
So wait, where are you? By the way, I feel bad. I'm assuming this was all like a big episode of Trip Flip that you just completely ruined for two people.
I did completely ruin it for two people. Elliot, I'm so arrogant. I said to them before we did this, I go, listen, let me tell you something. We're been ready to do this. I've done this a million times. I know it's safe. And I go, the universe has to conspire to want to get you hurt today. And literally. So I told the couple, I said, we did one more thing, and I couldn't even get out of bed. And so I told them, I was like, listen, here's the deal. I will fly you guys back, and we'll finish up this trip right, but I need to heal. So I'm heading to Denver. I got a show in Colorado, and I got a show in Seattle that I got to do. So I'm going to give it 2 weeks and then come back and finish it up.
Dear God. Are you, by the way, I have you down, I don't know if this is right, June 11th through 13th at the Improv. Well, I'm sure that's right. That's what's listed.
Yeah.
All right, good. So we'll,
I'm definitely here.
Okay, so I definitely have to see you when you come back through town.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. I can't wait. I almost debated on staying, because my show is until Thursday.
Right.
Staying a couple of days and just coming in and do radio. But I was like, all I'll end up doing is sitting in my bed, taking Vicodin all day long.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you back at your seat right now, or are you still in the bathroom? Because now I'm hearing like some speaker going on.
No, I'm in the bathroom still. I'm going back next to the lady. Hold on.
Does the lady know who you are?
Yeah, and the worst part, she doesn't know this yet, but my arm is hurt, so I can't put on deodorant. Yeah. So, hi. Yes, ma'am. So, it's a real treat. But a real treat to sit next to. Can't brush my teeth either because my right arm and brushing. And the worst part is like going to, and I'm trying to be politically correct about this.
Wait, are you sitting next to her right? Bert, are you sitting next to her right now?
Yeah, I'm sitting right next to her.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah. When you go to, when you get done going to the bathroom and you have to clean up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I can't reach, because my back hurts. So every time I do it, I think, do you remember those old Westerns where the guys would be locked in the cell and they'd be reaching for the keys with their arms? That's what it's like every time I go to the bathroom. Because I can't. I literally have my fingers drag them to the other one in position because I can't reach. And by the way, it really hurts to laugh.
All right, but at the end of the day, you're fine. You're heading back. You'll get some R&R, and you'll be good to go. At
the end of the day, I had this very kind of real clear moment laying in bed the other day. Because what happens is when you get in bed, sometimes you lay on your back, and then I can't get up. I can't actually move at all. And so it causes this terrifying anxiety, like claustrophobia.
Right.
Like it's really poignant. I laid in bed, not being able to move, and I thought, all right, I need to embrace this pain as gratefulness because I could have very easily broke my neck, broke my back, and never moved again. This pain is, I welcome this pain. This pain is a gift of life and mobility, and knowing full well that in 2 weeks when I go back to this waterfall and rappel it again, because that's the kind of guy I am, that this pain is the reason I'll be able to do that again. So I don't know, and I'm pretty high on Vicodin. So they give me Vicodin and Valium to deal with it. I was like, Valium? I was like, I said, this is bad. The doctor goes, I'll give you Valium. And I said, I've always wanted to try that. He was like, I'm really excited. I've heard great reports.
All right, dude. Well, listen, travel safe. I'm glad that you're okay. I'm glad you're not wearing a halo. And
God, you have no idea.
I will see you in June. Would you like to put your drink order in now?
Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll be this brand new guy after this, and I won't drink at all.
Okay.
But I'd say probably a craft beer, maybe an IPA.
Okay, very good. All right, Bert. I'm glad you're well. We'll talk soon, my friend.
I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.